Yo, what up, y'all? I'm back with another video. How many of y'all have been done wrong by someone? Yes, I know I have. We all probably have. But when someone does you harm or wish harm on you, do you know what you should do? Do better. I'll explain real quick. People are always looking to advance. People are always looking to move up. It doesn't matter where they're at work, amongst friends, amongst peers, even in your home. People are always looking to either one-up you or just move up, not necessarily above you, but they want to be in a higher position. So yes, someone will wish upon your downfall. Someone will wish not death, but they'll wish you harm. Even your worst enemy wishes you harm. You may think that they don't, but they secretly plot for you to fall. So when they wish on your downfall, when they pray on your downfall, you do better. I know you've heard the saying, turn the other cheek. If someone slaps you, you turn the other cheek. I think people have taken it out of context, because what it's really telling you to do is to do better. If someone wishes harm on you, do better. If someone prays that you're not successful, do better. If you're being bullied in school, hit the books. Make sure that they know you're going to be successful. Make sure that they know you're going to be their boss later on in life. If someone is bullying you at work, or your boss is talking down to you, make sure you work hard enough to surpass them and become their boss. Do better. People always try to do good for themselves. It's in our nature to. It's hard to wish someone else well-being and not yours. It's hard to wish someone else to do better than you while you're sitting in the sidelines watching them surpass you. No. So people are going to wish that they advance further than you have. So what do you have to do? You do better. In a relationship, if you break up with someone, why is it instead of doing better in your next relationship, you still think about that person? You still think about that last relationship. And you know what happens? It's happened to me. This is when you start to compare the person that you're with to the person that you were with, the person that you left, the person that you're supposed to forget about. You start to compare the two. And the person that you're with is not that person. So now you are actually ruining the relationship, the current relationship that you are in. You're sabotaging that relationship by comparing the two. Instead, you should do better. If the person that you were with wishes that you don't have a successful relationship, guess what? Make sure you get that ring on your finger. Yes, ladies. If the guy that you were with did you wrong, if the guy that you were with was a piece of shit, do better and get that ring on your finger. Your next relationship, make sure that it lasts. Fellas, same thing for you. If you were madly in love with a woman and she did you wrong, whatever she did, for whatever reason, the next relationship that you're in, make sure that you do better. Make sure that you get exactly what it is you were looking for in that last relationship, whether it's a family, whether it's a wife, whether it's a life companion. Make sure that your next relationship works out. Do better. See, it's easier for us to ponder and reflect on what someone wishes upon us rather than work on the current situation. You need to do better. You have to do better. You have no other choice, because that is the best revenge. I am guilty of having revenge in my heart, yes. There's been plenty of times when I thought about revenge, and we're not going to get into that because there's been plenty of times when I thought about revenge for whatever situation I was in whether it was physical or mentally, I thought about revenge. But you know what I did? I did better. That is the best revenge. Doing better. If someone wants to see you do bad, do better. When you pass them, wave. What they're going to do is look at you and wonder why you're doing so good. Have you ever been in the situation or a time in your life where you felt like everything was just going wrong? You felt like you could do no good, none at all. Everything was going wrong. Everything went bad for you. It seemed like life was against you. And everything you tried just didn't work out. Have you ever been in that part of your life? Have you ever had a time in your life when it felt like this? I know I have. I didn't know what was going on. I even tried to say that someone had a spell on me. That's how bad things were going for me. I said someone put a spell on me. Someone didn't want to see me succeed. Someone wanted me to do so bad because I was doing so bad. And at the time, I didn't think about it. Instead of dwelling on who my enemies might have been, who's preying on my downfall, who wishes to see me do bad, I should have been concentrating on doing better. And that's what I started to do later on in life when I learned that lesson. You have to do better when someone wishes you harm. For instance, I loaned someone $200 a while back, like years ago. And he told me he was going to pay it back to me. And I was like, okay, now I am a man of my word. If I tell you that I'm going to pay you back on Thursday at 8 o'clock, guess what? You're getting paid back on Thursday at 7:59 because I'm a man of my word. So I expect you to be. So if I lend you money and you tell me that you're going to pay me back on such and such date, whenever you get your check, then I expect you to pay me back on that day. Now, he didn't pay me back on that day, so I didn't say anything. I waited until the next day because I'm not going to hound you for the money that I lent you, my money, the money that is mine. I'm not going to hound you because I didn't have to hound you when I lent it to you. So why should I hound you when it's time for me to get it back? So now, 3 days go by, no text, no phone call, nothing, no message, nothing. So time went by, I didn't get the money back. And see, I know people who they've been hurt. I know people who've been deleted. They've had harm done to them for not paying other people back. And I'm talking about for less than $200. So yes, I had those thoughts in my mind. I had revenge on my mind, but I thought about it and I was like, well, if I had the money to give him, that means that the universe, God has been blessing me with enough to give someone where I'm not missing it. See, that's where my blessing came in. And I didn't see that. I was so blessed that I could lend people money and not even miss it. So I didn't say anything about the money. I let them have it. I let them keep it because I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to jail for $200. No, not going to do it. So I see him months later while I'm out in the bar, right? And guess what? I'm doing great. I'm doing good. He looks at me and you can see how big his eyes got. Like, oh, wow. So I walked up to him and you know, most people would expect you to be like, yo, where's my money at? Yo, no. I approached him. I even dapped him up. Yo, what up? I would have even bought him a drink because I wanted to show him that you did not bother or hurt me in any way. That is why you can never get anything from me anymore. That is why you are untrustworthy. So I would never trust you with anything. That's why I don't rock with you anymore. You can't call me to go anywhere with you anymore. You see what I'm saying? And I could tell he understood that because I was still buying drinks. I was looking good. And he was just looking like, damn, Dude ain't say nothing about that money. Nah, I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't have to. I was blessed enough to be able to, give it to you at the time and not even miss it. But I guess you needed it more than I did. For you to keep it, you definitely needed it more than I did. So I did better. I got my money up. I got more money. Yes, I was blessed even more. So don't dwell on people doing you bad, because people are going to do you wrong. People are going to wish and pray on your downfall. Yes, it's in their nature. Not everyone is like us. Not everyone is like me. Not everyone is like you. So instead of praying on their downfall and thinking about revenge, you need to do better. Yes, do better for yourself. That is the best revenge. And you know what they say, revenge is best served cold. Well, I got a big pot of it in the kitchen right now for all of those people who wished and prayed on my downfall. Because if we compare our lives right now, guess what? I'm doing a lot better than they are, because they did me wrong, and instead of dwelling on it, I did better. So I want you to do the same thing. Remember, I don't want to hear about how hard you have it. I want to hear about how hard you're going to work to have it.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.